Hello adult class, it is Wednesday, May 20th. All right, so this week, guys, we've been working hand techniques, which we're gonna continue on today. We're gonna work some empty hand defenses, okay? And we're gonna continue with our ground theme. Before you get started, as always, please, guys, make sure you do your warm-ups. It's so important to warm your body up properly. If you don't know the leading edge martial art warm-ups, go to our app, go to curriculum, click on Lima Online, and on Lima Online, the second video should be the adult warm-ups. Follow us through the warm-ups. Make sure you get your push-ups in. Extra push-ups are always a good thing. And when you're all done with that, guys, then come back and join us for today's class. Now, I want to review a couple things that we've been talking about this week before we really get going. We're not going to drill on these right now as much as I want to kind of remind you of some concepts. So this week we did focus on what part of the hand we punch with. With our front punches and back punches, we're always hitting with these two knuckles with no bend in your wrist. When we do that hook punch to the head, we're throwing a hook punch to the head with the palm down and an elbow following the fist through space. When we do a hook punch to the body, we're going to pivot across and the palm is going to be facing your body. It has to do with the natural rotation of your arm and your body. Okay, so we're not out of position and tweaking our wrists. So we worked on the hook punches. Then yesterday, we covered recovering back fists. Recovering back fists are what we do when we're in a situation where we're a little bit out of position, the person's behind us, we've missed, and we need to recover our position, but we don't want to recover our position and be vulnerable. So, for example, I threw a hook at Joe's shoe and I missed, and he's right here and I recover with that back fist. So I throw it this way and I recover with the back fist. So we're going to continue with our back fist today. Yesterday we did a combination. We went front hook, recovering back fist, back punch. We're going to tweak it up a little bit. So let's just review the recovering back fist first. So from our defensive stance, guys, we're in a good stance. We're going to pivot on the front foot like we're doing a hook punch. Okay? Just like that. Because this might have been a hook. It might be anything that you're out of position. Remember, we're not dropping this hand to make room for it. So I'm just going to pivot. Then from here, I'm going to recover with that back fist. Again, I pivot. And I recover with that back fist. Make sure you have a nice wide stance. Your feet are at least shoulder width apart. Knees are bent. We're never standing with our knees straight. Okay? Again, we recover just like so. And we recover. If we did it with the backhand, we come across and recovering back fist. Come across, recovering back fist. Come across, recovering back fist. So let's do 5 together right now with the front hand and then 5 with the backhand. Ready? 1. Kia, 2, Kia, 3, Kia, 4, Kia, 5, Kia. Now we're going to do the other hand. 1, Kia, 2, Kia, 3, Kia, 4,
Kia,
5,
Kia.
Let's switch our stance. Ready? 1, Kia, 2,
Kia,
3,
Kia,
4,
Kia,
5.
Kia,
And then the backhand. 1,
Kia,
2,
Kia,
3,
Kia,
4,
Kia,
5.
Kia.
Awesome. So now, we've gone through those. If you have a partner and you have a target, I would recommend getting some reps in on a soft target like this. Joe shooting a defensive stance.
Who said say?
Just going through the same drill now maybe 10. Ready? 1,
Kia,
2.
Kia,
He does 10 there and 10 backs. 1,
Kia,
2.
Kia.
Just like so. 10 front, 10 back, then we switch our stance. Pause the video, get your reps in, guys, and come on back. All right, welcome back. So now, guys, we're going to put this into another combination. So yesterday, again, we did a front hook. We missed. We did a recovering back fist, back punch. Today, we're going to do a front punch, back hook that misses, back fist, jab. Again, jab, hook, back fist, jab, jab, hook, back fist, jab. Pay very close attention to how the hand rotates, okay? Jab, hook, palm is down. Notice where my other hand is, still protecting my face. Back fist, jab. Notice also the hip movement. Jab, hook, back fist, jab. All right, so let's try that together. Ready? Jab, hook, back fist, jab. Ready, go. Kia. Doesn't have to be fast. Technique before speed and power. Go. Kia. Go. Kia. Go. Kia. Switch your stance. Sensei.
Sensei.
Brother's rubbing off on you there, Joshu. Jab. Hook. Back fist. Jab. Jab. Hook. Back fist. Jab. And go. Kia. Go. Kia. Go. Kia. Go. Kia. Now, if you don't have a partner, I want you to do those on air. I want you to get at least 20 to 30 reps. Focus on the details and the technique. We're not racing through it, okay? If you have a partner, we're going to do empty hand. So the punching is going to be light. So we don't all necessarily have gloves. We certainly don't all, our partners don't have necessarily gloves, whatever. Maybe they put on some oven mitts to soften the blow a little bit. Whatever you guys want to do. Guys, we have to ad-lib. We have to create. We have to be creative. So here we go. So I'm going to go jab. Remember, we're always cross-punching. Jab, hook, back fist, jab. And that's it. Do about 20 to 30 reps on both sides. Okay? Work that from both sides, guys. All right. Get to work. Pause the video. Come back when you guys are all done. Awesome. So, today, guys, we're going to continue with some weapon defense, but it's a little bit different today. So, the last couple days, and even last week, we used a stick for our defense against the stick, against the knife, and so forth. But now, today, for example, I came to the school, I didn't have a stick in my pocket. But that guy walking down the street may have a stick.
All right.
Okay? So we're going to look at a couple concepts here. Now remember, we're going to start with using the octagon. And we're going to look at a couple different attacks. Now just review. Again, next week, I promise next week, we are going to break down the octagon completely all over again like we did 1 month ago. And I apologize, this is kind of coming a little bit out of order, but it's just kind of the way the classes flow this time. Most of you guys have a fundamental skill set with the octagon. Some of our newer guys, not so much, but that's okay. Wing it. None of us knew what to do with this whole quarantine thing, but we're all winging it. Let's wing it, okay?
Wing it.
So remember, if the person is coming at you in a straight line, we're going off on angles at 11 or 1 or 7 or 5. If they're coming at you rotational, we're going at 12 or 6 or 9 or 3. I'm also going to show you another concept with this too, okay? So first of all, we're going to take a fundamental attack. He's coming straight in overhead. Guy's a baseball bat. If he has a stick or a bat, he's pretty much coming at you one of two ways. Like this or like this. They don't really come up with like fancy, like martial art trained strikes. They don't do it because guess what? A martial artist has too much discipline to just attack you. Just especially the train at leading edge, right? Right. But this guy's crazy, man. He's ticked off because he didn't have any mass and Walmart turned him away. So he came at you like this. Actually, I don't think Walmart turns anybody away. But okay, Wegmans or Target turned him away.
Costco.
And he's mad and he came at you like this. So he's coming in a straight line. So in that straight line, I want to go 11 or 1. Okay? Or worst case, 7 or 5. So here we go. He's going to come at me overhead. Make sure we're on camera here. So he's coming at me 11. I'm moving out of the way. 1. I'm moving out of the way. 7. I'm moving out of the way. 5. I'm moving out of the way. But guys, he has a weapon. Getting out of the way is the first part. But I have to be aware that he's not a robot and not going to stay there when he misses me. He's not going to wait to see what I do. I'm not going to do it at 11 o'clock. He's going to stand there. He's going to quick turn and
Your turn.
whack. Right, okay? Or if I go here at 1 and he misses, he's not going to smile at me. He's going to come at me. So I have to be ready to counter and take him out. So let's look at 11 and 1 first. He comes at me here. I'm coming this way. this hand's up to protect my body. If he just starts to rotate towards me, boom, this hand's here to make contact. And then from here, maybe we control that arm and break the elbow. Or we come through and lock up the arm and hit him with his own stick right to the head. Okay, let me show you from this side what I just did there. So he came at me and I went here. As he starts to rotate towards me, this is here. I'm behind the strike. I can control that arm and I break that. Sorry, man. Got excited.
Scared me a little bit.
Break that elbow right there. Okay? Now, from here, whatever you want to do, we can come from here right up into the head. Okay? Once you break that elbow, this arm is pretty much useless. Probably dropping that stick, whatever. Okay? I can come in the head with a smash, or I love to snake that arm and bring it right back, boom, into his face. Okay? And then you can follow that rotation right to the ground. This is a little bit more advanced. Okay? Come at me here. Bang. Break. Give him a nice strike to the head. Or you control that arm. Whack. Okay? From here, snake.
Whack.
Don't do that. Okay? Then from here, I'm going to turn towards him, hit him in the face, and take him right to the ground. Okay? That's one possibility. Again, for our newer students, you don't have to worry about that fancy arm bar. And keep it nice and simple. Here, control the arm, give a nice forearm strike right behind that elbow to disarm him, and then just from here, smash. Open hand smash. Right into the head. If you clap the ears right there, you don't really want to punch him here. That's an awkward punch. But a nice open hand smash right to the head there.
Or a recovery back.
Oh, I love how you think. Boom, I'm here. Look what Joshu just said. A recovering back fist. Ooh, well played, well played. Okay, so now, let's look at 1 o'clock.
Who sensei?
1 o'clock. We're going to move here. Again, the inside arm close to that weapon needs to control. Okay, so I'm getting that hand up. Ooh. Now, he's probably not going to do this and stop. If he's swinging hard, that momentum's bringing his arm down, right? But you have to be ready for when he misses that arm to come back. So you're here. Boom, he's down. Boom, get that arm. You're just feeling for it, wherever it ends up. Then right here, elbows right into the face, palms right into the face. For my more advanced students, you're punching into the brachial artery inside the bicep there, okay? Or you're hitting the head, and then knee into the body, and then sweep into the ground. Okay, come back up.
Who sensei?
Let's look at what I just did here from the opposite side. Inside, control that arm. It doesn't matter that I missed it initially. That arm is kind of following it. Boom, it's here. Look, I just got my hand on it. Wham, right to the face. Oh, that's devastating right there. Finish it. Okay? Or strikes to the throat. I love punching right into the bicep there. Oh, you split the muscle, or you hit the inside of it, and you hit right here in the brachial artery. Oh, it's awful, okay? So we're here. Whatever you do to disable or stun him, strikes, knees. Ugh. All right, you guys have the idea. So I'm not really worried about going backwards. The thing about going backwards is I would only go backwards in a situation like this if he caught me by surprise completely, came out of nowhere, and I was like, whoa. But now I'm still in a game where I gotta be ready for the next thing, right? So until I move in, I like to move in. I'm not a backwards guy, okay? I don't like to go backwards. I like to go forward. So I'm going to come in at you and disable you, disarm you. That's my game, okay? Tomorrow, we'll work off that rotational stick strike, okay? All right, so that's it with that for now. Moose, guys, have some fun. Remember, use some pool noodles or soft bat or a wrapping paper tube or something like that to keep it light. Don't get too carried away. It was a little fun there. I almost gave Joshu a few good pops, but self-control, Sensei, self-control. So guys, what I want to talk to you about is this. I want you to imagine for a second a bottle of soda. A bottle of soda. And I want you to imagine what happens when you shake that bottle up as hard as you can while it's brand new, right? Now, You should have to use your imagination because, as we've discussed in the past, no martial arts student should have a bottle of soda in their house. Soda is terrible for you. You don't drink soda. It's bad, bad, bad for you. Don't drink soda. But we've all seen what happens to a bottle of soda when you shake it up. It builds up pressure inside. It explodes when you open it. That pressure, though, inside, somebody may have shaken up a bottle and handed it to you, and you never knew it was shaken. It looks exactly the same as that bottle over here that isn't shaken. Until you open it up, you had no idea that there was all this pressure built up inside of it. And when you allowed it to vent, it exploded. So that's what I'm going to talk to you guys about today, is the buildup of the pressure that we're all feeling during this quarantine. We're feeling this pressure building up on us. For me, like, my family and I, we're stuck in the same house. We see each other so rarely on a regular occasion for an hour or two at night, an hour or two in the morning, not even an hour in the morning, a passing moment in the morning, an hour or two at night, and then busy with sports on the weekend. And now we're together all the time. Even here while I'm working, I've got these Rugrats with me. The pressure is building. The stress is building. We don't have the elbow room. We don't have the breathing room. We don't have the bubble, the personal space. And we're feeling all this. Or you might just have some feelings that are building up about this quarantine. You're stressed about work. You're stressed about school. You're stressed about missing your sports. You're stressed about missing your friends. We have all these pressures building up and building up and building up. We don't want to explode and take this out on somebody negatively. We don't want to explode and hurt somebody's feelings. We don't want to explode and hurt our relationships with other people. But it's also not healthy to keep all these feelings buried deep down inside. So sometimes, just like that bottle, we have to vent. We have to say to our significant other, or to our mom or dad, or to our kids, or to our friend on a little house party chat, I just need to vent. I need to vent. And guys, in this crazy time where we have no idea what tomorrow has in store and no idea when we're going to get back to normal, it's okay to vent. Find somebody to vent with. Significant other, good friend, somebody that you can let everything that's been building up for the last 10 weeks come out. I promise you, it's good for your health. It'll be a great night of sleep. And you'll feel a lot better afterwards. Venting is not an unhealthy thing. It's okay. All right, guys. Today we're going to continue with our grappling theme. We're going to be working on Joshu Lucas's favorite type of drills with grappling. So we've been working from the side mount this week. So Joshu, can you lay with your head there and your upper body there? So from the side control position, Senpai Bailey, I need you to make sure that your eyes are on the camera and that you are naturally tilting it.
Sensei.
Thank you. So starting from my side control position. Now I had somebody ask me earlier today, they said, you know what, I'm having trouble figuring out what to work with here, guys. If you don't have a grappling dummy, if you don't have somebody to work with, please don't zoom yet, okay? Your grappling partner, if you don't have somebody to work with, throw a jacket or a gi around a couch pillow or a pillow. Just something, and tie your belt or an extra belt around the waist, anything like that. You're just trying to get ideas. I understand that this is different type of visualization, but I think you can handle it, okay? You just have to be creative. So, from here, we're working in our side mount position here. I have the far side underhook, and I'm under the head here. Now, one of my favorite positions, we worked on a bunch of finishes from here, but one of my favorite positions to control an opponent is something that we call neon belly riding. Okay, neon belly riding. Now, when we do a neon belly, what I want you to see here is, I'm going to slide this hand, I'm grabbing his belt. What if he doesn't have a belt? You grab his waistband of his shorts, his pants, okay, whatever it is. You grab cloth of his jacket. This one's gonna slide up his collar. If he's no gi, you're just gonna plant on his shoulder or something. From here, I'm gonna do a push-up, and I'm literally going to pop up onto his midsection. Now, I want my weight, my knee, to come right across his waistline here. Now, I'm being pretty nice to Joshi right now because my foot is on the floor. But really, I want that. See how red he just got? Okay. Now, it makes it very, very, very hard for a person to read. They're not going to typically tap out just from a knee on belly ride. If they do, they shouldn't really be grappling. But, and Joshu's just asking, please, since I don't talk too long while your knee is on my belly. But what this does do is it's A, painful. B, it makes it hard to breathe. Me being asthmatic, when I'm underneath somebody's mount or side mount, and I'm giving you guys a hint here, if I'm underneath your mount or side mount and you're riding heavy on me, my lungs, as an asthmatic, you have trouble expanding your lungs. And I have a lot of trouble expanding my lungs when I'm underneath. So if I can get a knee on belly heavy ride here, it makes it very tough for him. It makes it hard for him to breathe. And it makes it harder for him to get oxygen to his muscles. It's going to fatigue him that much more quickly. He doesn't want to stay there for long. You, however, there's not a lot of things that he can do to you. And if you're good at knee on belly rides, you can hang out there for a while. And we're going to turn to the side here just so you can see exactly what I'm doing with my hands and my knee. I'm here. This hand's going to slide up the gi right to the collar here. Okay, we're assuming he's got a gi or a jacket or a hoodie on. This hand's gonna put right here on the belt or waistband. I'm gonna push. I'm using my hands. I wanna push. I don't wanna be nice. I'm gonna hop up. Now, if you look here, I had the ball of the foot on the ground because the quarantine has helped me grow. And I don't wanna put too much weight on him, but ideally, I wanna be here. And that feels great, right? Okay. Now, I'm going to rest back. This leg is out like a kickstand. If I keep it here, he can hook that, and he can shrimp out, and boom, I'm on my tail. I don't want that. So we're right here. We're starting in our side mount, slide in this position, pop up. Now, once I have this position here, this is helping me control, this is controlling here. What can I do? Well, tomorrow we're going to look at different submissions. I'm relaxing. Different submissions to do from here. But what I want you to visualize right now is if you do have a partner that'll work with you, I want you to visualize how you ride this. So as he starts to try to wiggle and move, you're just going to stay balancing on top. And it's exhausting, right, Joseph? Okay? But I also want you to think about where that leg goes, and then I want you to start thinking about ground and pounding. Because what that does is get him put his hands up, and it opens up things, right? Hitting it. He starts pushing away. This opens up things. Think about, what are you seeing right here? What are you seeing? We're not going to do it, but what are you seeing? Where are we going from here? Okay? He pushes here. Where are we going from here? He pushes on my knee. Where are we going from here? Look at my hand. Ooh. This is food for thought for tomorrow. Okay? But today, your drill is to get comfortable. No, stay here.
I am straight.
Your drill is to get comfortable popping up into knee on belly ride, making sure your balance is right, making sure that you're stemming that leg, and you have good positioning. So your reps today, are we centered, Joseph Senpai?
Sensei.
We want to make sure our reps today, we want to get about 20 to 30 reps of literally just doing this and doing that. If he wants to squirm a little bit and you ride, that's fine. Then get back down. 2. 3.
30.
29. And then we got to work the other side.
Oh, for sure.
Slide over a little, please. And back. Even I know I love knee on belly with my right knee on the midsection. And my left foot goes directly to the correct space. But when I do it the opposite way, I have a tendency to let my leg lag up here a little bit. So I have to consciously think about where I'm putting it. So I'm here. Slide back in the collar. Grab the waist. Ooh. Oh, good. I remembered that time. Okay. Boom. You like that?
Who said so?
30. All right. Not bad, not bad. So, today, guys, we continued our theme with hand strikes. We worked our recovering back fist. We did a really nice combination today. Jab, hook, recovering back fist, jab. We did some cool empty hand versus stick defense utilizing the octagon, and I promise next week, octagon broken down meticulously. And then it'll be interesting to see how you can actually do what we're working on today, revisit it next week after you're more comfortable with the octagon. And then we still worked from side control today, but we learned to pop up to a knee on belly ride. Finally, we talked about the importance of letting things out, not letting frustration, anger, feelings build up until you explode. You have to find a constructive way to vent. A constructive way to vent. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed the class. Thanks for being Lima Strong. And we'll see you online tomorrow. Woos.